Greetings, family. Peace and love to you and yours. This is Guru. Thanks for visiting my channel. Family, this video is about Florida's first black state attorney who received a noose in the mail. State Attorney Aramis Ayala challenged the death penalty in the aggressive capital punishment state. And for that, she's received threats and a noose. So let's go to this story. Family, Aramis Ayala is no stranger to hate. As the first African American elected to state attorney in Florida and a controversial prosecutor known for her refusal to seek the death penalty in an aggressive capital punishment state, she's had to field plenty of racist and ugly rhetoric from her neighbors. But Ayala, who serves Osceola and Orange counties, doesn't back down when she's the victim of a crime. In March, she received 2 racist letters over 2 weeks, one of which contained a noose made of twine. Her office confirmed. Calling the package a hate crime, Ayala forwarded the letters to the Orange County Sheriff's Office, which launched an investigation, according to the Orlando Sentinel. An incident report obtained by the paper stated that Ayala, quote, believes the hangman's noose was meant as a threat to her as a public official, unquote. Deputies are reportedly working with the United States Postal Service to find a suspect. A spokesperson in Ayala's office said the author of the letters didn't leave a name. Ayala has received both praise and backlash for her decision last month to forgo seeking the death penalty altogether. The decision meant she wouldn't seek death for Markeith Lloyd, who is accused of killing both his pregnant ex-girlfriend and Orlando Police Lieutenant Deborah Clayton in 2016. She also filed a federal lawsuit earlier this month after Governor Rick Scott, Republican, signed a series of executive orders that kicked her off of 23 murder cases in which she wouldn't be seeking the death penalty. Her office says she now regularly receives hate mail, likely due to her decision not to seek the death penalty and her battle with the governor. A spokesperson sent Huffington Post 3 racist and threatening correspondence she received, one of which was a racist, expletive-laced tirade left in the comments section of her YouTube page as follows, quote, fucking niggers, niggers everywhere. The black woman is sticking up for a convicted cop killer. She would be on trial for her job and fired and she should be on trial for her job and fired and thrown to the streets. She should pick cotton for the rest of her life and be whipped, unquote. That was a bit harsh. Another 2 were Facebook posts embedded below. None of these 3 are part of the investigation, but give a clear picture of what Ayala is dealing with. Huffington Post has withheld their identities because they are not part of an investigation, of a criminal investigation. And as you can see here, their identity, sure enough, is blurred out, but it reads, "You stupid bitch, you don't get the right to choose not to ever seek the death penalty. Fuck you, you damn inbred snowflake. Can't wait till you get stripped of your license. Then you can go back to being the useless hood rat you are." And here's the second Facebook post where they also clearly blurred out the identity of this poster, but it reads, "You should watch where you bring attention to yourself at. The FBI is now been informed of the actions you've been talking behind the scene. You're about to wind up in jail instead of prosecuting cases." Well, she's not completely alone, however. Some groups continue to support her, including members of the Florida Legislative Black Caucus, the Sentinel reports. Ayala won election in 2016 in a race that, like all but 3 state judicial circuit races, was uncontested.
As the battle intensifies over Aramis Ayala's refusal to pursue the death penalty, her critics and supporters are increasingly polarized. Loved ones of murder victims and a former sheriff were among those gathered at the Orange County Courthouse to call for the removal of State Attorney Aramis Ayala.
For her to make a blanket statement to no longer seek the death penalty is a slap in the face to survivors of homicide and their loved ones everywhere.
Steve Zeller's sister Sharon was murdered in 1978. He joined others at the rally in saying, if Ayala won't impose the death penalty, she's not upholding the law.
A state attorney has discretion, but the law is the law. She made a policy that day when she said, I will not be seeking the death penalty in this case or in any other case. That's a policy.
But earlier in the morning, it was a much different scene. A coalition of civil rights groups brought buses to Orlando's Washington Shores neighborhood to carry Ayala supporters to a rally at the state capitol.
We're standing with Aramis to let her know that the overreach the governor has taken is not appropriate. It's downright disrespectful. It is discriminatory.
In Tallahassee, the crowd heard from activists and lawmakers who repeatedly defended the state attorney's right to use her discernment regarding the death penalty. In Orange County, Amanda Ober, WESH 2 News.
Okay, so first of all, I just want to say that we've seen across the United States of different states that call for a moratorium or a halt of the death penalty. So this is not anything new. So I don't know why these people are calling for her removal, first of all. I think they feel threatened because she's a black woman exerting that type of power. And it's not like she's saying that justice will not be served. So again, I don't know what the problem is of these people who just want to kill these criminals. So like I said, there's other states that have also, taken this same stance. So I don't understand what the problem is, other than her being a black woman. Exerting that type of power. And then the type of threats that she's getting, the type of racism that she's getting, this is nothing new. I'm sure she expected this being in the role that she's in. Unfortunately, we live in a racist country, even though white people want to pretend like we do not. We certainly do. It's racist, it's fascist. We see it every day. And I just find it just unbelievable that in 2017 black people are still receiving nooses by these racist scum of the earth. I think it's disrespectful, as the one young lady mentioned, of the governor to sign these executive orders that kicked her off of the 23 murder cases. In which she wouldn't have, which she says she would not seek the death penalty. Again, it's not like she's saying justice won't be served. And see, this is another part of the equation. When it comes to black people getting justice, on the other hand, they come up with all kinds of excuses. And so on the one hand, they want justice where a person is killed, right? They want the death penalty. But when police officers are killing unarmed black men and women in the streets, they're getting off with murder. It's no longer called justifiable homicide, right? It's just flat murder, because that's what they're getting away with. These race soldiers are getting away with murder and then get mad when something like this comes about. And so this Governor Rick Scott, this jackass, he removes her off of 23 murder cases. So, he's disrespecting her altogether and acting like her credentials mean nothing. She's an elected official, state attorney. But anyways, I digress. I'm going to end this video off here. Thanks for watching. Peace and love to you and yours. And until the next video, don't forget to love yourself. I'm out.